You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the only one media group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what is going on? Welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. I am your host, dini-mussolini. Sorry for that little small pause right at the beginning of the show. Look, my engineer, you have one job. You just got to push one button. You know, I don't know how you can, screw that up, dude. You know, one button, one red button right there. Yeah, your finger's on it. Yeah. All right. Now that we got that out the way. No, I love you guys. But, so we have a very special guest for today's episode, so you definitely want to stick around for that. There are over 32,000 of you guys in our chat room, on the phone lines, browser, Google Hangouts, Skype, all of the plugins that we use to run these episodes. You guys are filling them up, so I appreciate that greatly, because we can't do this without you. Actually, we can, but that is neither important in this little segue here, right? Truly. Okay, so you have to go the distance. The more worthwhile the accomplishment, the more groundwork it requires. Often the first 80% of effort towards a particular goal gets you only 20% of your desired results. And you're like, Danny, why should I even try? If that is the case, if I'm putting in 80% of blood, sweat, and tears, and I'm only to expect 20% of that back, what is the whole point? My friend, that is a great question. I've asked myself that question since I've hit the age of 18, right? Being on my own in this big old world, what is the point? And quickly I found out what the point is, because of the cost of living and having to live a life. So check it out though. The final 20% of the total effort brings you the additional 80% of the way there. Results accelerate you as you approach your goal. So by all means, keep on going. I started this show out with one listener for a very long time, over a year. Well, I wouldn't say that. One live listener for over a year. Of course, we had, plays from our back catalog or people who will stream it later, but one live listener, okay? And now we at 37,000. Just imagine if I would have quit. We've been at this, 5 years now? Just think if I would have quit a year and a half ago. And I was saying, I'm not getting the results I was looking for, with this radio show. And I put 110% into it, I was losing money and not making anything. Plus I had 6 co-hosts. Wow. Effort, guys. The last 20% of the effort is crucial, no matter what you're doing, whether it's music, whether it's trying to be a doctor or a lawyer or a simple engineer, anything, writing a book. Effort is crucial. It makes the difference between success and failure. Achievement comes to those who can go the distance despite the initial discouragement. And lifting weights, there's a lot of discouragement. Bigger guys than me, huffing and puffing, but let a cute girl walk in, oh, I'm lifting that, buddy. Oh yeah, I do it all the time. I don't just sit around waiting for one to walk in, but that's the initial response, okay? Somewhere I have hidden power when women are around. It's amazing. So quitting a 6-week project after like 5 weeks of work gets you nothing but regret. Working that extra week gets you everything. The additional effort is only incremental, yet the additional reward is enormous. You're almost there, my friend. Keep going. Forget the naysayers. Forget the pain. Forget everything that's discomfortable, okay? A little bit of extra effort makes all the difference in the world. Take that from me, Dini-Mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello, and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or the book, or film, or even the business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create these marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. Big ups to my folks who are indigos, crystalline, or the starseeds, for my vigilantes audience family, for my hooligans, and shout out to my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're in a struggle like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 5 solid years. I appreciate to all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, films, and research in every aspect. And we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists, nominees, to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology revolutionaries, visual artists, from authors to professors, and vampires. Or people who think they're vampires. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out to book your interview or to appear on my other show called Skeptics. Email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com, and that's V as in Victor. We hope to get the stories behind these unique people and give them a chance to tell their truth to us and the universe. That is Vigilantes Radio sole purpose. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Share that number with your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, which is onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the homepage, you can slap that go live button and you'll be here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. So feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab them from either Spreaker.com/onlyonemediagroup, iTunes, Player.fm, YouTube, any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we've ever aired.
Man, Doug did it again. Dude, man, you're fired, bro. Like, just pack up. I can take it from you. I can take it from you. Good Lord, man. I have to do edits. No, you have to do the edits. That's right. So, Doug is over here screwing up. Never mind, Doug. Well, guys, tonight's interview is the Nealy Interview, and I'm your host, Dini-Mussolini. So lately, we've had the extreme good fortune of being able to talk to some extraordinary artists and bands, all at a very exciting time in their lives and in their careers. From artists stopping by the studio to recent live broadcasts of Vigilantes Radio while I was out on the road in Tennessee, good old Tennessee, right? To recent interviews done with the Muslim rapping sensation Sakari, and here now with Nealy. The beginning of November has been filled with the inspiration of these wonderful musicians and artists truly finding their way. Must be some magic in the air of this month, or something in the water. Or maybe Doug is not around you to screw up your night. I'll say, But music is all around us right now, and in the best of ways, as we head towards the end of the year. Are you ready for 2019? I am not. I'm still trying to hold on to what's left of 2018. This year has like completely bypassed me. Like it was just July, and then it was just January, and now it's November, and it's about to be Christmas and New Year's and another year and more resolutions that I get to break and not make. But I'm gonna change that this year. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get all those resolutions done, as I say every year, right? So with that, let's go ahead and welcome Nealy to our show. Hey man, you're now live in the midst with all of us. How is it going?
Hey, man, I'm doing pretty good, man. I appreciate you having me on the show today.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you. So, speaking of day, how is your day going? Or how was your day? Because day is almost over.
Hey, man, my day's chilling right now. I actually got a beer in my hand, chilling with some buddies and stuff, but everybody's inside right now letting me do my interview thing. And they all said, shout out to the DJ. So just letting you know that.
Awesome. And they call me a DJ. I'm not even a DJ, but... Hey, I'll wear that.
Hey, well, I guess you are today, boss man.
Yeah, DJ Dini. Okay, I can get used to that. And you have a brewski in your hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a brewski in your hand. That's always chill for me, So, we can be buddies.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Any day of the week, man.
Definitely.
I'm always drinking.
So, really? Oh, man, that makes the best music, don't you think?
Oh, dude, it gets groovy, man. It gets real groovy.
Man, what? For me, it was Park Benches, Booze, and Broken Hearts. I wrote my best album back then. So, yeah.
Sounds pretty deep, though, honestly. I kind of rock with the vibe you got going there.
Definitely. All right, man, so I want to start off asking you this incredible, profound question. I know it's probably open-ended, but here it is. If you had the chance to do all of this music thing all over again, every single step, would you? Or what would
I would
you
do it without
differently?
Oh, I would do it without even thinking twice, man. Everything that I've done, I've been doing so much over the past 8 years when I first started, with a group of my friends and stuff like that. And then to where I'm at right now, doing interviews and stuff like this with you. And, it's just been recent after those whole 8 years, I found a buddy of mine that helped me really change everything around. And so, you know what, I'm not upset about all the 8 years, that I spent putting my heart into, that I didn't make it and stuff, because I felt like it built me, and it made me keep going and be like, you know what, dude, I need to write some more fire so I can really show these people what it really is. And you know what, I would write some super fire. Nobody would click play on me, but now people are starting to click play, and they're starting to see, you know what, Nealy's got it on lock now. Right on. Do you regret those 8 years? I do not one bit. It may be a long 8 years, but you know what, I regret not 1 second of it. I love who I am.
Definitely. Yeah,
and
I think
what made
really
me
important. Oh yeah. That's real important, man. Back when I was an artist, I spent so many years, probably about 8 years, man, chasing my own tail. It seems like now that I look back at the things I was doing, it seems like I was just chasing my own tail. And then the way that the industry is set up is super easy. I'm like, why couldn't I be born during this time? Where it's just super easy. You can go viral.
That's what I was saying too, man. My manager that taught me everything, he just showed me shit, and I was like, dude, you know what? It's a lot easier than the way I thought it was. I thought it was one way, and it was completely different. You know what? It's just, but it is either you know what it is or you don't. And like my man said, he said the game's meant to be sold and not told. So either you got it or you don't. And I just wish I knew about it 8 years ago. Definitely
right, man. What about life? If you could press the reset button like we used to do on the Nintendo NES system playing Mario.
The 64 was my jam, though. The 64 was me. Got the Super Smash Brothers, the GoldenEye, you know what I'm saying.
I still got all that, man, in my storage. You gonna make me
I do, too.
Out.
I got all that stuff. I got like 20 games since I was like 6 years old, man. I still rock with it. Honestly, I got my little brothers playing it, too. They're like 14, 16. They even say it, too. They're like, yeah, I rock with the 64. I was like, dude, because it's the jam, man.
Yes, it is. 007, Smash Brothers, Zelda.
Oh, yeah, Donkey Kong, Mario Tennis.
Donkey
Mario
Kong.
Tennis was a sleeper.
Diddy-Kong-Racing. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
On.
Zelda was dope, too. Zelda was sick.
Yeah. Yep. So, if you could, well, before I ask you that question, like, what platform do you play now? Xbox, PS4, computer?
Oh, man, like I said, I keep it to my 64. That's all I really play. Like, my brothers will play they play all the new stuff and stuff like that. I just never really got into it. I like my Nintendo. I don't really play much video games. I like to write a lot, so that's one of my things I'm doing. I'm either writing or, you know, chilling, drinking with my friends and stuff like that, you know, kind of doing my own thing. And so, yeah, that's basically just all I do. But, you know, what I will say is that Red Dead Redemption game looks kind of dope. I might have to pick up an Xbox One stick real quick.
Definitely. Yeah, man.
Just to see what it looks like. I heard it was pretty dope.
Yeah, I was listening to a podcast earlier, man, from IGN. They were talking about it. I gotta have it, but I'm not gonna pay like $70 for it. That's crazy.
Right. So I told my brother, I was like, yo, you cop that and I'll come through and play
it. For sure. So, man, what about life? If you could hit that reset button on life, would you?
You know what, man? I feel like maybe a few years ago, but I started getting stuff turned around and everything's starting to look better. And you know what? I'm so glad I never quit going for what I was doing, because a lot of times, man, I was getting down, you know, staying on my boy's couch and stuff like that. I had nowhere, like, you know, I was working and stuff like that, but shit was shit, man. And, you know, I felt like it was, because all I was doing was going for my dream. That's the only thing I did. That's what I pursued my whole life. I put all my eggs in one basket. I didn't care, because I knew who I was, and I knew what I was going to do, so I did that. I put all my eggs in one basket, and like I said, man, it's like Wiz Khalifa said. I don't know word for word, but it was like something on the lines of, you know, when it feels shit can't get worse, that's when shit change. You know, and it's like I just kept feeling in myself. I was like, keep going, man. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Just keep going for it. And like you were saying before you even started the interview with me, you were talking about persistence. Just keep doing your thing. It'll happen. You got to go to the week 6, like you said, man. You got to make sure you make it to week 6. You can't stop at week 5.
That's right. Yeah. You ever heard of that story by the guy who invented 7-Up?
No.
So 7-Up, there was a 1-Up, a 2-Up, a 3-Up, a 4-Up, a 5-Up, and a 6-Up. The guy who initially came up with the chemical research with the flavors and everything, he quit it at 6-Up. So a new guy came to the company, took the guy's ideas plus his own, and developed 7-Up. And all it was like, you know, a key component in the flavor, and then he would have had his masterpiece. But he gave up too soon.
Yeah.
And now
he didn't go to week 6, bro.
He didn't go to week 6. And you got to do that, you know, with anything that you do. You got to go the distance, no matter how painful, no matter how many people you lose. I could tell you about that. Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, when I was just struggling, man, it's almost like sometimes I'll even tell myself, you know, it'll be here soon. You know, how many times I wanted to just sit there and be like, you know, man, maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe I should just go do something else. But I never once made myself go fully. You know, everybody has their moments where they're just having a bad day or something.
Right.
And that's when you think about it. But, you know, I never fully went to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm going to just quit. I can never do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got some dope music, man, so I'm glad you haven't quit.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Like, you never know who's your fans or who's listening to you. I mean, you got some
you really
fans
don't,
out
man.
there who won't comment, who won't share, but they're deep into your music.
Yeah. I even have one song that was saying something about that. It was along the lines of, like, you know, people trying to hate, but then they don't like your music, but then they go home and bump the music and recite every word to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, but it be like that. The world is what it is.
Yeah, man. You're right. So as far as, like, 2019 goes, because we got to ask about that since 2018 is almost over. What are your future music plans?
Well, so I recently just dropped 2 albums, Brand Recognition and Paper Products. And then on my birthday, which is December 21st, I'm dropping another album that's called Quitting on a Friday. And it's going to be sick, honestly. People, it's going to be dope. Like, you told me that you listen to some of my music, so, like, it's hard for me to explain to the people that haven't heard my music, but it's different. It's not anything like the rap you hear now. I always like to say that people sitting here writing in 2018 while I'm writing in year 3000. You know what I mean? Don't mean to toot my own horn, but, you know, we making some dope stuff.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait for the new stuff to hit. What you got planned for the rest of this year?
Basically, we're just doing I'm finishing up writing all of it, you know, and getting that all made, but we're kind of getting to the point where we're trying to maybe make it, for my single from the Paper Products album is called The Passion of Rapping. We're trying to get a video together for that and have that drop here within the next month. And, you know, trying to get more of, like, the marketing kind of focus. And that way, you know, we have, like, a bigger following going, so that once December 21st, when Quitting on a Friday drops, we know we have a lot more people that'll jump straight onto it. So, because we want people to come in there and feel it. You know, we want people to come in there and just be like, oh, I'm ready for Nealy to drop this because I heard all this other stuff, and I know this is about to be something completely new.
Right.
And, you know, I want people to listen to it and be like, I ain't never heard, I don't even know who to compare him to. I always tell people, man, people say, where do I want to go with this music stuff and everything? Like, yeah, the money's cool and stuff like that, but I'm such a passionate person when it comes to my music. I put a lot of pride into what I do. One day, I want it to be where people, they say, instead of saying, who's your favorite rapper of all time, they go up to people and ask, well, who's your second favorite rapper of all time? Because we already know Nealy's the best. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want it to be.
Yes, sir. Definitely. I like that. So going back to the
who's your number 2?
Yeah. Ask that question. Yeah, who's your number 2?
Yeah, who's the number 2? Because we already know Nealy's number 1.
Right. What happens when Eminem knocks on your door? It's like, wait a minute. Did you forget about me?
Well, see, and also, like, if he were to come, like, I'm not a battle rapper. I'm a nice dude, man. I'm a nice dude. It's like on the Pharrell set, like on the Snoop Dogg joint. I'm a nice dude. But, what's it called? Yeah, like, I'm not really the type of dude that goes and, like, battle rap. Somebody can't try to battle rap me. Personally, the type of person I am, I just like to have a good time, hang out with people, and do my thing. I don't want to waste a good beat on somebody else. I don't even know you like that. I ain't got time for you.
Yeah.
I really don't. It's not my style. It's not what I do. It's not my style. I'm not going to research you. I don't really care about y'all. You know, I'm trying to do my own life. And y'all, if you're going to try to hate on me, well, you're just giving me recognition. So, screw it. I'm going to do me. I'm out here doing the only person I know how to do.
You're right. So, speaking of you, man, going back to the outset and creation of Nealy, which is your last name, right?
It is.
All right, so tell me your origin story, like you're some superhero or villain. Where did it all start for you to become who you are today?
I was trying to be a great man, and then, you know, the superheroes, they dogged me out, man. So I was just like, I'm coming after all of them. I'm coming to rape them. Nah, but I'm just chilling. I'm going over the top. But, Nealy is like my last name, and so just throughout all the time, you know, everybody just always called me Nealy. I started rapping with some of my friends back in the day, And I've always liked music, and, you know, I've always liked every genre of music. You know, I don't really mind, unless it's like that heavy metal, like that screamo type stuff. I can't do all that, but everything is, I like country, rock, rap, you know, pop, whatever. If it's a good song, it's a good song to me. And so I started writing with my buddies, you know, they got me into rapping, and I started, after a while, you know, they weren't really as, like, trying to go pursue it as I was. And I started writing more, and it went from being me trying to be a rapper to me being like, damn, I love doing this. And that's how my music started getting better and better and better. And more people started telling me, like, damn, you know, you've definitely changed a lot from when you were with these dudes and to where you are now. You know, it's a completely different person. And I think it's because I became more into the passion of rapping than I was to being a rapper.
Right. Did you start out in a group or?
Yes, we were called the Neighborhood Watch back in the day.
Neighborhood Watch, I like that.
Yeah, we were like 17 or 18, and it was the Neighborhood Watch. We had a little logo thing that we had and everything, but we had this like ghetto broken computer, and our like microphone was like a headset microphone that you had for like video games and stuff. It was on some other stuff, but you know, that's progress, right?
Right.
We going up from down.
Nice. Any of the group material online?
Nah, I don't think so. I couldn't tell you where to find it, to be honest with you. It was so long ago and all that stuff, and it's not like anything was recorded that well.
Gotcha. All right.
I think we kind of just moved away from it, and I started doing my own thing, and they just kind of went to work.
Yeah, they did the life thing, right?
Yeah, and I just wasn't about it, man. That's not me.
Right. Okay. So is there a reason why you chose to stick with your last name instead of create a moniker like most artists do?
Well, I feel like it just, over time, man, it just became who I was. You know, everybody I knew would just refer to me as Nealy, and they just be like, yo, Nealy, what's good? So after a time, I was going to try to think of something like, you know, something maybe catchy, and after a while, I was like, you know what, dude? Everybody knows me as Nealy. Everybody tells me it's a pretty cool name. I should use it as my rap name. I was like, you know what, I'm going to roll with it. So that's how that came about. I mean, really it was just people just telling me, you know, from all the time, like, yo, that's who it is. It's Nealy.
Right on. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, the Nealy last name is actually synonymous in the music industry. Well, not music, but mostly TV. If you watch a lot of like superhero shows or adult cartoon shows, the dude Nealy, Blake Nealy, is a composer, and he composed most of all of the soundtracks. And I think there's this one show, China, Illinois, or something like that, and there's some rap songs on there, and he produced those. So,
well, isn't that on like Adult Swim or something?
Yep.
I feel like I've seen like commercials for it on Adult Swim.
Yeah. So yeah, you got a pretty famous last name there.
Hey man, you know what? Like maybe they'll mess up when they're typing in Nelly or something like that, and then I'll pop up. You know, I can get like them little sneak views.
That's cool marketing. Soulja Boy did it. Like 50 Cent new record, and then it'll be Soulja Boy.
Oh shit.
So how much room for your music style and genre of hip-hop rap is there where you live in Raleigh?
I mean, there's a lot of people out here in Raleigh. I really haven't heard too many of them that I would be to the point where I'm like, oh shit, you know. But there's a few of them that I've heard, like, you know, back when I was doing open mics and stuff. But I don't really know where any of them are at now. I couldn't really tell you much, but I
think open mics died out.
I feel like that. Yeah, that's why I don't really be doing them like that anymore. Last one I did was like 2 years ago or something. It was just, it just don't really be going nowhere. But so yeah, I mean, and a lot of them just kind of sound the same too. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's when every open mic I went to. But like I said, I stopped going to them. But whenever I was at them, it was just a lot of the same style of artists and stuff like that. And I don't know. I just want to bring something different. You know, I try to. My voice sounds different. I feel like my vibe's different. It don't sound like, you know, you can, when you hear my voice on a track, you immediately know it's me. If you know who I am, that is. I'm not going to sit there and sound like I'm on Drake level or some shit, but, you know.
Yeah, Got you. So do you plan to stay in Raleigh, or do you have, like, visions for another location? Because, I mean, with the internet, you can virtually be anywhere in the world and still put out hit records and maintain a social presence. But sometimes there's bigger opportunities in New York and California and Florida and Las Vegas. So do you have, like, sights for a larger city for your music, or you just plan on staying in Raleigh?
To be honest, I don't really know where I do plan on staying in Raleigh, but I also want another place somewhere else. I just want a place in Raleigh because it's my home. You know, I grew up here. I'm born in Durham and moved over here a month into my, since I was born. But like, I've always wanted to try maybe go to like Florida or California, but that's only just for living arrangements. When I get like to where I can pick and choose where I want to live at, maybe go like Florida or California, because I'm a skinny dude. I can't do the cold. I need somewhere where it's gonna be a little warm. You know, I can't be going up north. My ass will be frozen.
Yeah, man. Same.
I don't even be going with my family every year. Takes a trip to Snowshoe, West Virginia to go skiing, and I have like a free trip and everything, and I'm just like, nah, it's too cold for my skinny ass. I'm good on all that. I was like, y'all go freeze your butts off.
Yeah, like once you're, like, I'm from the South, and I still live there, but I'm in Cali a lot. But still, I'm used to the summers, and when it gets too cold, I have to go back home.
Yeah. I can't do it. I can't do it when it gets too cold, man. I can't do it, man. My hands turn white. And people always be like, well, you can always put on more clothes, but you can't take so many off. I'm like, dude, but when I put on so many clothes, I got like 4 pairs of jeans, I can't walk. Like, that's not easy, man. And then when I go inside, I got to take off 18 layers of clothes. Like, come on, don't do it to me. Just let me go somewhere warm. Let me be comfy.
Right. Man, it's a nightmare when you're about to get it on. You got to go through like.
I don't mind walking to a bar drunk and taking my shirt off. You know, I can take clothes off. You know, fuck it.
Right on. So, man, how do you find time to like manage your personal life, professional life, and your music career?
Well, for my music, man, I like writing in the morning, and I'm just one of those people. I don't know how I just naturally wake up at 6 in the morning. Be honest with you, I get super stoned, and I'll just write music for about 5-6 hours, and then I go with my day from there. I made a bunch of like investments, so that's what I'm kind of living off of right now, and I'm not really having to work at the moment. And then at the end of the day, then I go and have my personal life. So I just kind of just write and chill.
Nice. Sounds like the life. Wake up at 6.
I mean, at the moment, I'm cool, man. At the moment, I'm cool.
Yeah. Blazing. I wish I could do that.
Hey, just steezing every day, man. Yeah.
Wow. Sounds like the life, man. We need to trade positions. You can, write scripts and host radio shows, and I can.
Hey, let me interview you, man. How's everything going with your life, man?
Oh, man, everything is hectic. But
I ain't got time for this, man.
Yeah. So, in your opinion, man, people like me, journalists, or I like to call myself a journalist. I mean, I have the paperwork to say that, but I have 37,000 listeners that say that. So people like me, we make comparisons to this artist, that artist, every day, all day. But from your perspective, is there anyone else out there making like similar sound to those of Nealy in either the independent or mainstream?
I mean, like I said, I don't mean to be a broken record, but I haven't heard anybody that sounds anything like me. I haven't heard one artist that has the consistency to sound like me. Now, I have songs that sound like some other artists, but I feel like each one of my songs, man, like when people ask, you know, what does he sound like? And I'm just kind of like, well, it depends. What mood are you in? What kind of song do you want to hear? Do you want to hear a deep song? Do you want to hear a dope song? Do you want to hear a song about chilling with your boys? Do you want to hear a love song? I have all of it. It just depends on where my heart is when I'm listening to the beats that I'm writing to. That's where it all comes from. And, you know, also, like, not even like disrespect people, but I try to enunciate everything I say so you can understand clearly everything that I'm saying too. And like I said too, my voice just sounds different. It sounds different on a beat.
Nice. I think that's a very important part of rapping, the enunciation, cadence, breath. Yeah,
exactly. I want to know what you're talking about. I want to know where you're at, like where your mind's at. But if I can't understand you, then I'm just like, well, I'm kind of just with the beat now, you know?
Yeah. Yep. All right, guys, after the music break, it'll be time for our usual tradition. It is called the hot seat, and our fans love this part of the segment, of course, along with the actual interview, but the audience gets to hear Nealy. Maybe he can sing, maybe he does poetry, inspirational speech, spoken word, freestyle raps, jokes, stories, live instruments. You never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight, and tonight we'll find out if Nealy has what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talents. But for right now, we have Nealy with his song, The Passion of Rapping. We'll be right back.
Might not ever see me cause I'll be all on the road. Might not ever see me cause I'll be doing these shows. Might not ever see me, I'll be busy getting hoes. Might not ever see me cause that door I'm gonna close. Life is pretty crazy, there's fakes all around, so I might as well be rich and get these bitches on the town. Friends say they want you famous and say that you'll be great, but never like or share a damn song that you make. What I gotta do? You wanting me to beg, but my tracks just hit the stores and this is what they said. Nealy's super ill, Nealy, he's the sickest. I play it at my parties cause he always gets it kicking, and these bitches always ripping, and these bitches never dipping. They just fill up another cup and keep on sipping till they're tipping. Don't take another shot like her name is Scottie Pippen. Now just kick it with some dimes and you'll wake up with some gremlins. Rapping is my passion, but it brings in all these fakes. Rapping is my passion, but it brings in all this hate. Rapping is my passion, I will always love it though. Rapping is my passion, I will never let it go. Rapping is my passion, but it brings in all these fakes. Rapping is my passion, but it brings in all this hate. Rapping is my passion, I will always love it though. Rapping is my passion, I will never let it go. I don't need a soul cause I'll always have my music. I don't need no friends cause I'll always have my music. I don't need no love cause I'll always have my music. Music is my bae and I've never been betrayed. Never get delayed, never getting slayed. Never woke up in the morning and heard, hey, I don't love you. Hey, I won't cuff you. She felt that there was nothing when I felt that there was love. Heartbreak really hurts, but my music's always there. My music always cares. My music's who I call when I need to make repairs. Turn into my music when my good thoughts running scares. This music feels so good. This music feels so great. It's great. I feel it. This music feels so good. This music feels so great. This music feels so good. This music feels so great. Good. They said that I was trash. They said that I'm some mess. They said I couldn't keep it going. I'm running out of gas. His bars will surely pass. His bars are in the past, but my bars go super hard and it ain't even a task. I'm goofy like a movie. Give me the mic and key. She got a mini skirt and it's looking good to me. Stay getting going. I keep my mind on Pluto. If I need another steez, then I'm yelling at your toodles. I'm yelling at the poodles and the pool cooling on noodles. Always scripted with some doodles. Rules of beer pong are simple. Just make the cup. Just live it up. Justin, feel me, you Nealy. And I'm beating beats up. I'm truly a master. I'm truly a king. I'm truly a bully when I'm doing my thing. A cool kid on the block. A kid ready to rock. When I wreck the rap game, then it's Nealy that they'll knock. Rapping is my passion, but it brings in all these fakes. Rapping is my passion, but it brings in all this hate. Rapping is my passion, I will always love it though. Rapping is my passion, I will never let it go. Rapping is my passion, but it brings in all these fakes. Rapping is my passion, but it brings in all this hate. Rapping is my passion, I will always love it though. Rapping is my passion, I will never let it go. I will never let it go. I will never let it passion. I got the passion for rapping, go. I will never let it, all these fakes. I will never let it go. I will never let it rapping. The passion of rapping, go. I will never let it go. I will never let it go. I will never let it passion go. I can never let it go. Go. I will never let it go.
Yo, and we are back. That was Nealy with his song Passion of a Rapper. Dope record. No, it's The Passion of Rapping. Correction. Sorry for that. Gotta get it right. So, yeah, man, dope record. We gotta add that one to my personal jam list. Oh yeah. I like it. I like the beat was banging, the song structure, all of that. Perfect verses. Great. A-OK in my book. All around dope record. Oh yeah. So if you don't have passion in your music or your rapping, listen to Nealy and maybe you can learn a thing or two about the passion of rapping. Take it from him, right? So, value. Always look for ways to add value, and you'll find countless opportunities that others never even see. In every problem, in every obstacle, in every challenge, there is an opportunity for you to add value. And by doing so, you gain a powerful advantage. In every success, there are opportunities for you to make even more successful by adding more value to it. You know, if you're looking at any situation and wondering what's in it for me, the answer depends entirely on what you put into it. The surest way to success and achievement is to be the creator of value. And then you won't have to ask the question, what's in it for me? Because what you put in will come back. Most of the time, tenfold. You know? Ask, how can I make a difference? And it puts you on a level vastly higher than those who merely ask, how can I make a quick buck? That was usually the way I woke up every day, you know? Back when I was lost, you know, training my brain to get the money, which is good. But, you know, my perspective is always, how can I eat today? You know, I had the kind of life where you grow up, you go homeless, and then that becomes your day. How can I make a quick dollar? You know, we've been rich, we've been poor, you know, but you know, the thing is, when you make a quick buck, you'll just need to make another one tomorrow. And that continues the cycle, right? You know, you don't really think about the long-term aspect, because that really isn't important. Just getting by becomes, you know, mere survival. You think about today, you think about what's going to happen in an hour, 2 hours, you know. When will you eat? Tomorrow comes, we worry about tomorrow when tomorrow gets here. And that was my mind state, you know, the survivalist mind state. But when I woke up and realized that life was more than getting by day to day, that I had to create my own opportunities, and then you began to make real contributions. You open doors that others don't even know exist, because the bottom line is exploration, you know, into yourself, into your abilities, what you can do, and how well you do them. That's your value to yourself, right? And by using your gifts, your talents, or whatever you have to offer to society or a community or your bros or the world, depends on the value that you're putting out. You know, you measure that value. You measure success by happiness, what makes you happy. That is true success, what puts a smile on your face, what you get back from your energy, your time, you know. It may be small now, but guys, if you stick with it, like I mentioned earlier in the intro of the show, you'll soon get there. You'll soon get what you put into it. May take a year, may take tomorrow, may take 8 years, may take 10, 20. We all have our own timelines and where we're placed in a universe timeline to fulfill our destinies or to find out what that exact destiny is or purpose, if you will. And then once we find it, it is up to us to keep it, not hide it in our pocket or on a hard drive. It's up to us to put it out into the world. Let your light shine. Take that from me, Dini-Mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. But for right now, let's bring back the man of the moment, Nealy. You're back live with us in our hot seat. What do you have?
What's Gucci?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so what are you going to perform for us?
I think I'm just going to rap y'all a little something. Just give y'all a little taste of some stuff, you know. Just a little sampler, you know what I mean?
Nice.
We're only at the cocktail party right now.
Right on.
Tell me when you're ready.
On you, baby.
All right. Yo, holy hell, I'm human. Rapping like a god. They put me on the mic and I leave all of them shocked. Other rappers fuck rap game locked. All of y'all can stand aside because now I'm on the clock. Yo, they all took one look, then they think they know me. But all of them are phony. I always keep 100. If it ain't G, it ain't me. Nice and cool with mad heat. Left them beside, so I'm not in front. So I'll meet y'all after I win and greet. Hold up. Stop for a second, let's roll up. My mixtape be that fuego. My mixtape be that ayo. My mixtape be so smooth, it's like that cream cheese on your bagel. My mixtape be so ruthless, like horns underneath the halo. My bad, yo. I had like a little hiccup going there, but I kept that jam moving though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dope, my friend. Very dope.
Yeah.
So, if a person was to put your song, The Passion of Rapping, on a random playlist, close their eyes and listen, what would you say are the defining qualities that would let them know they have a track from Nealy?
Well, I mean, just by the title of it, you know, it's the passion of it. Everything, the soul that goes into it. You hear the uniqueness of voice, like everything that you hear about it is just something that you don't hear today. You know, when you sit there and you listen first, you're going to be sitting there saying, like, all right, I haven't heard this. And next thing you know, you're just like, everything about it, you're just like, well, you know, it's just something completely different. You know, I want my voice to be one of those voices where, you know when Eminem's on the track, you know when Drake's on the track, you know when Kanye West's on the track, because you can just tell by their voice now. You know, it's just their voices are unique and different to everybody else. You know it's them. You know, and I feel like my music comes to the point where I don't even have, once people know who Nealy is, you don't even have to explain to them anymore who Nealy is.
Yes, sir. Man, let everybody know where they can connect with you online.
Hey, on Facebook, you can follow me at Nealy21. On Instagram, it's _Nealy_21. Nealy's Nealy, by the way. You can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff like that. What's it called? Twitter is at JustinNealy21. You know, even my Snapchat's at Larry Hoopin. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. That's all the stuff I got for you at the moment. Just kind of look up Nealy. I'm a skinny little white dude.
Got you, bro. And just in case, guys, you didn't get those links, they are in the description of this episode. So all you have to do is click the link, and it'll take you right to all of his sites. Man, we just want to say a massive thank you, bro. We appreciate you, and your music is awesome. We'll definitely keep an eye out for you. And when I'm in North Carolina, man, I'll pick up a case of brewskis and hit you up.
Oh, for sure, bro. You already know we gotta throw some back. Hey, man, but I really appreciate you having me on your show. And to everybody, my name is Justin Nealy, and always remember, always be the coolest motherfucker you ever meet in your life.
Yeah, like that. Peace, bro.
All right, dog.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to vradio@only1mediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word, because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the #1 rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable, because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace, and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a 7th Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.